Well, we're well into gardening season, and a shopping center in Guelph is taking the popular pastime to a new level. The rooftop garden sits on top of the Stone Road Mall Parkade, producing fresh food for those in need. CTV's Alexandra Holyk has the details.
Whether it's stalks of green onion or a bunch of lettuce, there's plenty of fresh produce to go around the top level of the Stone Road Mall Parkade.
We have lettuce, beets, a lot of tomatoes, a lot of potatoes, a little bit of radishes, some spinach. That's the majority, and onions.
The garden started back in 2021, and since then it's grown tremendously, producing more than 2,000 pounds of food to give back to the community.
They'd had an idea about doing rooftop gardens, so we jumped on it right away.
There are beehives, rainwater collectors, and 20 planters atop the parkade, all managed by mall staff.
I'll usually start with weeding some of the gardens that we have up here, and then proceed and do some watering.
My goal is just to tend it, make it great, and then give it back to the community. End result, I want to give it back to the community. That's the end result.
Once the vegetables are ready to harvest, they end up at The Seed, a not-for-profit local food distributor.
With food coming from the rooftop, we're now able to support more families with produce than we would be able to otherwise.
Since launching the initiative back in 2015, manager Tom Armitage says food insecurity is constantly on the rise.
Wages haven't increased with inflation, rents have gone through the roof, so there's all sorts of impacts on the ability of people to afford anything, and in particular food.
That's why donations and partnerships with groups like the Rooftop Garden are so important.
People are often cutting produce out as one of the first things that they're lacking in their diet. They can't afford it, they're focused more on high-calorie foods using the money they have. So any more produce that we can bring in is always something that we're looking for.
Back at the Parkade, the team is working hard to keep the garden growing and keep helping those who need it most. Alexandra Holyk, CTV News, Guelph.